I suppose they're going to need to be quite sharp with those kind of things. So when you're looking at that, so your high speed running might be lower, but your amount of sprints might be up. I think how's it counted for sprint? Is it the number isn't coming to me at the moment, but your actual number of sprints might be up, even though your overall high speed running might be lower, which means that explosive off the mark acceleration, deceleration, change of direction is going to be massive for those players. That's before you ever need to look at the actual skill of executing, say, shots or anything like that. It's going to be more explosive than your middle-aged players.
Yep, I was actually looking at a paper on needs analysis of hurling yesterday. I was doing a group in work, and I think the 3v3 in football might become more similar to the front or the inside backs forwards in hurling now. I'm just looking at some numbers around sprints there now that you ask. So how we looked at yesterday was, I think full back, full forward were in around 500 metres of sprint distance. But what I found really interesting there was they were doing, on average, and there'll obviously be a bit of difference here, 18 to 20 sprints per game, averaging 18 metres each. But the standard deviation there, it was actually a large standard deviation on the average sprint distance. But the average time of sprints was 3 seconds, and the average recovery between sprints was 2.5 to 3 minutes. So you're going all out for 3 seconds, and you have quite a long recovery there. So as you said, it might be the sprint distance, it might be the amount of sprints, but it's probably more likely to be the actual intensity of that sprint, that change of direction, that acceleration, that deceleration is potentially going to change with decent recovery between all those. So it's the absolute output is probably going to go up, but with greater recovery between those. That'll facilitate the greater output, but we do need to be physically prepared for those more, what are already explosive movements, but a driving intensity of them.